we have like a recruiting day, and I get put 4 players up front, and I ask them, 3 questions. The last question I ask them is, "What's your one word to describe Fighting Scots football?" Right. So my one word to describe us on Saturday and really up to this point, I'd say sloppy. We are a sloppy football team. 15 penalties, unacceptable, embarrassing, frustrating, just not who I want to be as a coach, who we want to be as a program. So we're a sloppy football team. I'm really tired of talking about how good this football team could be, because we're not good right now, because we're doing what bad teams do. So we got two weeks to get things figured out. Bye comes at a good time. So hopefully we can correct all this sloppiness and get it figured out. 3 turnovers in the first half, 15 penalties. Just a unacceptable performance by us. It's a shame because we could be really good.
Yeah, we were talking about it during the game, and there was just a lot of uncharacteristic stuffs that happened with this Fighting Scots program, because I know you and Coach Bell before you took pride in, this is how we act on game day. This is what we do on game day. So it was the type of penalties that was a little surprising.
100%, yeah. I mean, you look at some dumb, unsportsmanlike, selfish penalties. We roughed the kicker 7 million times Saturday, and then back-to-back plays, and then two out of 2 breaks, we come out and we get 2 delay games. Like those things, just you talk about driving a coach nuts. Good thing is they're all correctable. So we got 2 weeks to correct them, but now we got a reputation. Now we got a reputation in this league that we're a dirty team. And I'm sure officials are talking about us, so we've got to change that perception of us. And the only ones who can do it starts with me at the top. I will not accept it. I'm not going to tolerate it. If we got to start sitting some guys, we'll start sitting them. We'll get it figured out, but we're not going to play that way. I don't want to win that way. I don't want to act that way. I want to do it the right way.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and linger on it, because there's a lot of good things that happened on Saturday. But as a coach, the tricky part is I want my guys to play mean and nasty, because football's a physical sport.
For sure.
But there's such a fine line as a coach.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you 2 examples of 2 penalties that I think are very acceptable, right, that happened Saturday. Tevin's roughing the passer. It's a bang-bang play. He's trying to get to the quarterback. I can live with that one. That's one. He's playing hard. He's trying to get to the quarterback. Bang, bang. Could have gone either way. It is what it is. We'll accept it, right? The other one, freshman, Gavin Carpenter, roughs the punter. He's a freshman kid. Made a freshman mistake. I can live with that, right? It's some of the other ones that we're making. They're just unacceptable. They're just not part of what I want to be as a football coach, not what I want Monmouth College football to be. And I promise you, it starts with me, and I will get it cleaned up. I promise you we will not act that way again. I will not tolerate it. I got 2 weeks to get it right, and we're going to be much better when we come out and play on October 5th.
Let's talk about some good things, and I mean some really good things. Rushing the football, 428 yards on the ground. We knew it was getting up there until we got the final stat sheet afterwards, Brent and I. And we're looking like, holy cow. I circled. I was like, look at that. We were already on there. It was like 428, 677 total. Offense, for the most part, got going, man.
Yeah. Minus the turnovers, we moved the ball excellent on offense, did a lot of good things. Even the turnovers, you see Deem threw his first 2 interceptions. To be honest, neither of those interceptions are on Braden. The first one, he gets pressured, gets hit as he's throwing the ball, so underthrows it a little bit. And then the second one, we had a receiver run the wrong route that forced that corner into that play. So, neither of those are on Braden. I thought we were physical up front. We ran the ball hard. Our running backs ran hard. We got a stable running backs that, are going to thump you when they get there. So it's fun to watch those guys get in there and get after it. And, it's a good group. I like how physical we're playing up front. We just got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Yeah, one of the craziest stats that I see doing football, 12 and a half yards per rush. Every time a Scot took the football somewhere, he averaged 12.5. Good job on the guys up front.
Yeah, that's
it's a crazy stat, man.
Awesome job by our offensive line. They're blocking really, really well. Our backs are seeing the holes really well. So it's a fun combination when you can get the run game going like that. It just opens everything else up.
Defensively, it's really good to see a really nice, solid game from Brant Baltus. Of course, he had that issues last year where he just got hurt. Good day by Brant Baltus.
Yeah. He had the big sack there for us. Does a great job stuffing the run up front. I thought Dane Olson played much better. I thought that was his best game of the year. It was good to see him. Make some corrections from the last couple weeks and continue to get better for us at that middle linebacker spot. Thought our secondary overall played really good. It's a tough, they're a big RPO team, and so it's kind of tough to defend because every play could be a run or a pass, and I thought our guys did a really good job being disciplined for the most part. Finally got some interceptions. We dropped some too. Holy smokes! I think Nick Harris probably could end up with 3, and a couple of them probably pick sixes. And then Armani Carrillo, I think he dropped 2 too. So, but Tevin did a tremendous job knocking balls down at the line of scrimmage off their RPO stuff. I thought he had a huge impact on the game. That maybe didn't show up in the stat sheet, but man, he really impacted the way the game was played.
Yeah, he gets that big paw up there. It's a hard target to throw around.
He is. He's long and athletic, and then he's got long arms, and yeah, he's playing at a really high level for us. Tevin's playing great.
I got a bye week, so you got like you said, 2 weeks to clean up what needs to be cleaned up there. And then IC, man. Nothing more needs said there. IC, here, of course, you're very well aware of Illinois College homecoming on Saturday, October 5th.
Yeah. We, like I said, we got to use these next 2 weeks to get better. We wanted to use Saturday as a, springing board to get better, and I didn't think we got better as a football team on Saturday, but so we got to continue to get better this week. We got to get healthy in some spots, and then. But yeah, we're going to face a super prolific offense, a really good defense. They're stopping the run really, really well. So it's going to be a great challenge for us here in 2 weeks. So we gotta, we can't waste this week and just go out and go through the motions. We got to continue to get better for sure.
Yeah, I think it was maybe 2-3 years ago. We were sloppy going into the bye week. I don't remember who we played, but I just remember feeling a little sloppy going into the bye week, and we came out of the bye week and played probably one of our best games that we played that year.
Yeah. And, last year I felt like it was kind of the opposite. We were rolling going into the bye week, and then we went down to Illinois College and didn't play a very good football game. Our schedule last year, I kind of gave our guys a little extra day off because we were banged up. Well, this year they're not getting an extra day off. So we're gonna get after it this week. We're gonna practice hard. We're gonna get better. We got 2 weeks to get a whole lot better to face that offense and that defense. And especially they're playing great on special teams. I think they returned a kickoff for a touchdown and blocked a punt for a touchdown Saturday. So they're playing really good all around football. So we got to get a whole lot better in the next 2 weeks.
Good, Coach. Let's before I let you go, talk a little bit about Miley Hansen getting her first extra point, college point. That's very cool.
Yeah, super cool. I don't think she was ready for it because,
we weren't ready for it in the box.
Kind of on the spot there. I just, we're at that point in the game, and I just ran down and I was like, "You're up," and she didn't have her helmet on. She wasn't ready to go, nothing, and she grabbed it and ran out there and knocked it through. So yeah, no, it was awesome. She's what's cool about it. It's not just a gimmick. Like she's a legitimate kicker. We played a JV game yesterday. She went 10 for 10 in extra points. She kicked off 10 times yesterday. We recovered one of those. She sky kicked one and bounced off a kid. We recovered it, and then she hit one so well we got them inside the 8 or the 10-yard line on one kickoff. So she's a legitimate kicker. It's not a gimmick. It's not a publicity stunt.
You're not a gimmick guy.
Yeah. No, she. And everything that she's done, she's earned. So So we're super happy for her. I mean, it's got to be really tough doing both sports during the season. I can't imagine. I mean, her schedule. I mean, she is just on the go all the time. With games and everything, and she communicates great with me. Keeps me updated on her soccer stuff, and so yeah, it's tremendous. Super happy for Miley for sure.
Good deal. All right, Coach. We'll see you. We'll see you next Monday, and that's when we'll really start digging into the preview for Illinois College.
Okay, sounds good, Sean.
Head coach Chad Braun with the Monmouth College Fighting Scots football team here on the morning show. We'll be back.